Listen, once again, moment of silence for Samaya Spain. I feel it's only right that I do a part 2 on rejection. Now, we're going to talk about the start of what people think is rejection and is really not rejection. As a man, if you see a woman, unless you're on site, me, I'm on site. If I see a woman, only thing I'm checking for is there a man in another aisle, or is there a man coming around the corner? Because 9 out of 10, I done seen some things and I was going to go on site, but she had a boyfriend. And I was like, okay, bet. Let me play it cool. Let me back off, control, alt, delete, shut the computer down. But that's all I'm checking for. I'm on site. But 9 out of 10, most guys are not on site. And when they see a woman, they start to think in their head, oh, I'm about to go up. I'm about to talk to her. Okay, cool. You're only talking. Always remember that. So if you say, hey, could I get your phone number? And she says, no, remember, in the beginning, you already decided that you just wanted to talk. And if you got a chance to talk and then she say, no, I'm not interested, guess what? You had a conversation. So you should be satisfied. That's not rejection. And as far as a phone number, listen, I done had people, like I said, sent me over 400 emails. And think about if they never had my email number. So 9 out of 10, telling a person, no, you can't have my contact information, I think that's a very beautiful thing, because some people love to waste time. So if you see a woman and she said, no, you can't have my number, guess what? She's actually doing you a favor, because she's not wasting your time. She has no plans of getting up with you. She has no plans of kissing you. She has no plans of carrying your child. She has no plan of telling your story to the next generation. So if she tells you no, listen, she's actually helping you out. She's actually doing you a favor. She's not wasting your time. And always keep in mind, the same way you find her attractive, everybody else finds her attractive. From social media to in person, it doesn't matter, because everybody say, oh, social media, it ruined everything. Not really, because if a woman is hot and she goes outside in a major city, it doesn't matter if it's Brooklyn, it doesn't matter if it's LA, it doesn't matter if it's Iowa. Trust and believe, people will approach on foot as well. So when you arrive, you probably just arrive a little bit too late. And I don't understand why a man will take that personal. I don't believe there's such thing as rejection. The only thing I believe that you could do as a man is reject yourself, reject your dreams, and reject your goals. This video right here is when I was in Atlanta, staying on the 44th floor, enjoyed myself. So how was I able to stay on the 44th floor? Easy, because I didn't reject myself. I didn't reject my bills. I didn't reject the things that I was doing. And that's how I was able to stay on the 44th floor. As a man, they don't really teach, and they need to start teaching this in school about, they need to start teaching you about self-love. You got to love yourself first, because if you love yourself, that's how you love others. And the same way you want yourself to be happy, you want other people to be happy. And if a woman is happy telling you that you can't have a phone number, you need to be happy for her and let her move on, let her go. Listen, it's so many women in the world. It's crazy how a lot of guys, they get obsessed. And I feel like obsession, it equals lust. And nobody's perfect. Trust and believe. I don't care if you do 80 years of semen retention. If you see something that's hot, if you see something, it doesn't matter if it's real, doesn't matter if it's fake, BBL. If you see something that's hot, 9 out of 10 as a man, you're going to be like, oh my goodness, you're going to start to feel like a caveman. And in the words of Ice Cube, you better check yourself before you wreck yourself. And once you check yourself, you can catch yourself. But as a man, you should never be obsessed, because once you become obsessed, you make that woman the center of your life. And you got to think about, in reality, who is this woman? Why do I need her? Why am I obsessed over her? And that's how rejection starts. Rejection happens when you feel that you need her. You need her number. You need a conversation. You need a date. You need her to ride with you in your new car. And as a man, I feel like the only thing that we need is the Lord. That's where our strength comes from. Outside of the Lord, we don't need anything but food, water, and shelter. And that we have. So if we have food, water, and shelter, and we go outside and I say, excuse me, miss, can I get your phone number? And she said, no, I'm good. Listen, she's good. Keep it moving. That doesn't mean, oh, she's good, let me ask for Instagram. Oh, she's good, let me ask for Snapchat. Stop trying to get in where you fit in. No means no. And as men, the dumbest thing, and a lot of people learn this from pimps, but they all go to jail and they don't last. But there's something called game. As a man, forget game. Be honest. Be yourself. Like, I mean, don't follow my lead, but it might not sound cool, but if I see a woman and I think she look good, I say, you look amazing. You feel me? I'm just being myself. Be yourself at all times, and don't steal my pickup line, but be yourself at all times. And if being yourself works, that's what matters. If you gotta go into a mode and you gotta go into game and say, oh, you've been running through my mind all day. Oh, like, nah. And that's the problem with a lot of men. They feel that they could override a woman's decision. No, you can't. If she wants you, she wants you. If she doesn't want you, she doesn't want you. But there was no such thing as rejection. The only thing that you could do is put your dreams on hold and reject yourself. The only thing that you could do is have big aspirations and wanting to be something in life. And instead of you doing what you got to do, you reject that. So that's the only rejection I know. It's the rejection of self. Not working out when you need to work out, not taking care of your health, not putting in the work. That's the only rejection I know. But as far as a woman, I don't feel a woman could truly reject you because she doesn't know you and you don't know her. Also keep that in mind. When you approach a stranger, she is a stranger. And when we were younger, we was always taught, don't talk to strangers. It's only till we hit 18, 19, till people stop thinking that we're talking to strangers. It's strangers. You could approach a woman and you don't know what God is saving you from. You could approach a woman even online. It didn't work out. Who knows? She could have been setting guys up. You don't know. You don't know. Just because things don't go your way, don't start crying and throw a temper tantrum. Sometimes that's just the way the cookie crumbles. And when it comes to phone numbers, I feel like, what are you going to do with the phone number? If you don't got your life together, okay, you're going to get a phone number. What are you going to do? Live off of a girl, use a girl? That's pimping. And that has been taught to the generation, and a lot of people are conditioned to be a pimp. Use women. That's what a lot of guys do in our culture. They use women, but they don't care for women. They don't love women. They want to use women for shelter. They want to use women for food, and they want to use women for sex, but they don't care about the woman. They just want to use the woman. As a man, you shouldn't have to use anybody. And if you take care of yourself, and if you work on yourself, 9 out of 10, a lot of women in this generation, they will come and approach you. So if you go and approach a woman, I'm not going to say you don't want to get to know her, but I'm going to say 7 out of 10 is lust. And at a 7 out of 10, if it's lust, you got caught lusting. And if you got caught lusting in 4K, it's okay because you were lusted. And if she says no, she probably saw the lust of your eyes. She probably saw the lust of your face. You feel me? And she probably knew that you wanted to taste, not try to rhyme with bars. It's okay. As a man, every step of the way, you have to understand it's okay. You got a lot of men, they pay dating coaches for advice. You don't need to pay a dating coach. What you need to do is you need to take care of yourself and be yourself at all times. And if people can't accept you for being yourself, listen, look at this bowl. I got Listen, when it comes to rejection, a lot of females say, no, I can't have your phone number. But look at me. I'm still in the boat. Look at my first person view. If I focus on a girl that rejected me in high school, I would probably be sleeping on the streets right now. If I focus on a woman that rejected me, do you think I'll be on this boat right now? You think I'll be enjoying this beautiful view? Absolutely not. But you know what? When a woman tells you no, there could be many reasons why she said no, and you don't know. But it's not your job to know. Your job is to stay focused before you end up homeless. And I'm going to say this again. Your job is to stay focused before you end up homeless. If you got bills due and you're about to get evicted, getting a woman's phone number should be the last thing on your mind. If you got plans and if you got trips planned, listen, planning trips should be the only thing on your mind. Where are you staying? What hotels? The safety part. People don't realize when it comes to traveling, it takes a lot of research. That's why a lot of people, they just pay tour guides because the tour guides, they can just show you around. And in this video right here, I paid a tour guide and he's showing me around. But other than that, planning trips, that takes time. That takes focus. You got to focus on yourself and understand that rejection. Like I said, rest in peace to Samaya Spain. What happened to her was crazy in Brooklyn. But if a woman tells you no, that's not rejection. No means no. I mean, If I got a plate of food and I haven't eaten all day and you say, listen, can I get a plate of food? I might tell you no. Not because I'm selfish, but I'm just going to tell you no. I mean, if your Bolton's working and functioning, go get a job. Go work for Labor Ready. At the end of the day, a lot of people, they ask me for money. I tell them no. Like, why would I give you money? Like, if you're healthy, go make something happen. Go walk to a Labor Ready store. A lot of people, they don't go above and beyond and they just take no as a rejection. No does not mean that you're being rejected. No just means no. And that's how it is. Like right now I'm single. I will approach many females. And even in the future, if a female say, no, you can't have my number, what I tell her is you're still gorgeous anyway. I keep that same energy. When a woman tells me no, I keep the same energy. If I thought you was gorgeous from the start, I think you're gorgeous when I'm walking back to my car. If I see you at the airport, because listen, I don't care if I'm at the airport. I don't care where I'm at. I don't care if I see a woman, it's on site. If I think she's beautiful, I'm talking to her. It is what it is. Like, I just think women are beautiful. If you just tell a woman she's beautiful, even if you don't want a phone number, just to uplift. As men, that's what we should do. We like uplift the woman. You feel me? Uplift her, make her feel good. Like, oh, I see you with the Jordan 4s. You know what I mean? So when I see a woman, and if she tells me no, I keep that same energy after. I don't feel like, oh, you ain't all that anyway. What? Well, she was obviously all that if you wanted a number. She was obviously all that if you stepped up like a soldier to the front line. So keep the same energy. And that's what I want you guys to understand. Keep the same energy in the beginning and keep the same energy at the end. God bless. Let it breathe.